Hi there, and welcome to my share. I'm Spenta. I'm a nature lover, I'm a cultivator, and I enjoy gardening. Today, here in the gardens, sharing a few facts about one of my favorite trees that's so strong and magnificent. It's the Magnolia Tree. If you're new here to my channel, please take a moment to check out my content and click the subscribe button. Your likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. Let's get started with talking about the magnolia tree and a little bit of facts about magnolias. Magnolias are fragrant trees. They're a large genus of about 210 to about 340 flowering plants. It's named after the French botanist Pierre Magnol, and it's actually an ancient genus which appeared before the bees evolved. The flowers are theorized to have evolved to encourage pollination by beetles. Many ancient trees were pollinated by beetles, and this tree is amongst one of those trees. Often considered classical trees and symbolizing the South, its remarkably diverse genus of plants that include many species suitable for cooler climates. However, magnolias are hardy to zones 7 to 10 where I stay, and I live in USDA zone 7. Magnolias generally like acidic soil. If you have neutral or alkaline soil, you need to change your soil pH and lower it prior to planting brand new magnolia trees. You can always adjust the pH of your soil. Remember that the soil is in your control, and what is included in the soil is what you put there for your plants. Magnolia family is thought by many botanists to be most primitive of the flowering plant families. It has amazing fragrant flowers, and they're beautiful and they're very hard. I read somewhere that they actually changed their formation of leaf and flowers because of the beetles. It's considered a very ancient group, and botanists can find fossil records of many that have now extinct species dated back to about 60 million years ago. Magnolia trees are beautiful. This particular magnolia tree was here before I was here, so I know they live a long time. And they're strong. They're prized for their large flowers that perfume the spring air with their sweet, fragrant, and their magnificent tulip star-shaped flowers can be as large, beautiful looking saucers when they're opened, and some can actually be pink. Magnolias used to be native to Asia, Europe, and America, and now they're known to be one of the southern trees. As I mentioned earlier, I live in USDA Zone 7. As part of magnolia tree care, you do need to water the tree to keep the soil around the base of the tree moisture. That means that this plant does not like soggy temperature. It likes well-drained soil. It needs to have well-drained soil, just like many other trees, well watered until they become established. And you should fertilize it in the spring, as well as use a good low slow release fertilizer. Magnolias can be evergreen trees or shrubs. They can also be trees that do not live throughout the year, such as a tree that would be annual if you planted it in a cooler climate. Some cool climates cannot handle magnolia trees. As I mentioned, the zones they rather stay in is 7 through 10. They come in a vast variety of cultivars and species that can suit your garden and growing conditions. As I always mention, keep in mind what you are going to plant prior to planting it, because it's important to see what you are wanting to plant, where you're wanting to plant, and your growing conditions are also important. There are 8 species of magnolias that are just native to the US. Many other species are native to Asia. There are hundreds hundreds of hybrid species, so you need to know what you're growing. They like to thrive in full sun or partial shades with regular watering. Make sure that the soil does not stay soggy in the bottom. It needs to be well drained soil, and it likes almost any kind of climate, especially if you can provide protection from harsh conditions and heavy winds, and particularly when you first plant it. It does prefer, as I mentioned, full sun to light shade. In particularly, as I mentioned earlier, warm or dry climates. Trees benefit from afternoon shades. Avoid exposed windy locations, as strong wind can damage the large flowers and can typically brittle many branches on many trees, including your beautiful magnolia trees. They grow best anywhere about in the U.S., most easily recognized in iconic southern magnolias. It's an evergreen tree in the south with huge waxy white blooms that appear in the summer and thrives in southern regions in the USDA hardiness zones to 7 through 10. This tree in particular is one of my favorite trees that's in my backyard. The reason I like to grow magnolias is not only due to their ancient, of course, ancient reasons and ancient beings. It would be, though, so beautiful and fragrant every spring through summer to see this beautiful flowers on this tree. My magnolia tree, in this particular tree, gives me a white to cream flower. It's so fragrant. The whole backyard smells amazing. I cannot tell you how amazing this tree is. It can be pricey if you purchase it from the store. That's why I'm so happy that this tree was here prior to myself moving in this place. The tree can be quite pricey. I checked some prices the other day at a local nursery here, and they priced anywhere from a small tree, anywhere from $150 to $500. So that is very expensive, but the blooms are worth it. Local nurseries do have sales for this tree here and there, so be on the lookout for this beautiful tree that goes on sale around the fall season, and you could definitely plant it. Remember to water it, keep it out of a soggy condition. It loves well-drained soil. Remember, it thrives to have sun or part shade. It will grow beautiful, tall, provide you with shade and amazing, beautiful flowers. Something beautiful to look at while you're sitting in your gardens. I'm Spenta. I thank you for watching my share. Your comments, likes, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. Until next time, have a beautiful day.